It's week 3 of the NFL, and we'll be watching the Falcons, reigning league MVP. Terrific doesn't cover his last game. He was simply perfect throwing it around. It's the Falcons and the Cowboys.
The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to run it. Crazy. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life, his speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. That is caught. What a throw. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's his second touchdown of the year. Some play by the quarterback. He got flushed by the rush, but Greg made the right choice and ends up with a touchdown pass.
The question always is for these quarterbacks, Mike, in this situation, how long does he remain a passer, or then does he just tuck it down and become a runner? I think he does this perfectly, extends the play as long as possible, gives time for his receiver to uncover, and results in a touchdown.
The Falcons offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught downfield by Robinson. And he's out of bounds, but all the way down at the 30-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 41 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Now, deep ball for London. Trayvon Diggs, tight coverage, and he knocks that one away. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. He's got it at the 7, and he's in. Darnell Mooney, touchdown Falcons. His second catch of the game, and both have gone for touchdowns. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the 1st quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer, because right now, they don't have one.
The Falcons offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he takes off. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. And he's got another one. Darnell Mooney touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
The Falcons offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. They've raced out to a big lead as they look for a potential early knockout. Now they'll set up to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he will take this one in. 77 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
This defense is going to have to come up with some answers at halftime because they cannot allow this quarterback to just continue to have his way with them on the ground using his legs. And that's exactly what's happened so far here in the first half. And they're going to have to get that fixed and fixed quickly.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Falcons. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Now, deep ball for London. He's inside the 30. And he's going to take this one all the way. 87 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Back to throw. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. And what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. Inside the 20. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. With that, he joins Gale Sayers and Alvin Kamara, players in the Super Bowl era with 6 touchdowns in a single game. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now, deep ball for London. And he's going to take this one all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
He can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. And that ball's intercepted by Trayvon Diggs. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold...
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Now, deep ball for London. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the 3rd, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. He runs with it. Ooh. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Touchdown, Atlanta. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You have all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
What teamwork, the receiver coming back for the completion.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. He'll, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he has given the folks who put together our highlights a lot to choose from. Came out hot, has not let up. Touchdown pass after touchdown pass. The defense left grasping at straws, trying to figure out how to slow him down. He has had some kind of game. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Off he goes. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
I can tell you from firsthand, Mike, seeing it unfold, runs like this demoralize any defense. I mean, he's been doing it pretty much since the beginning of the game, and they have yet to find an answer for keeping him under wraps. He has run wild from that quarterback position.
Gonna look deep, looking for more. And he will score. Rondale Moore. Touchdown, Atlanta. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And another score puts them in great shape here in the 4th quarter. Greg, looks like they are on their way to 3 games and 3 wins.
And they say the only thing better than being 2-0, Mike, is being 3-0. And barring something unforeseen here down the stretch, they're going to get their 3rd straight victory to start this season. Can't ask for a much better start, and this is going to give them a real good opportunity late in the season to find themselves in pretty good.
That is downfield to the tight end Pitts. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been.
Now he'll run. Second down and 3. There he goes again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. He'll run again. Give him a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
They'll run with Robinson. And he will get into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Now, deep ball for London. And that ball picked off. It's the ball hawk, Trayvon Diggs again. And the Cowboys are going to take over just shy of midfield.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Cowboys offense getting set to get back to work. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far, that has proven to not be the case.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. He keeps it himself. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage, tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's first and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. And he will score again. Touchdown, Atlanta. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
it's a win here for the Falcons. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start.